Are you ready for the second wave? Because, well, they're turning it up, aren't they? Again, now. Think they couldn't turn it up anymore at the moment? Well, of course they can. We're only at about DEFCON 1. If you look at the DEFCON levels, let's take them up to 9 this evening. DEFCON 9, what would that be? No, don't think about that. DEFCON 1, pretty much where we're at the moment, if you start the DEFCON from the day of the lockdown. With the screw, they can tighten mentally as well. So we're getting now second wave reports from China, Singapore, Japan. I did worry about Japan about a month ago. Thought things were a bit too quiet there. They obviously didn't hit Japan hard enough, did they? Or Japan didn't buckle enough to the WHO. Not Roger Daltrey, the WHO. You know, we've forgotten about the WHO, haven't we? Because they're forgettable, to be honest with you now. A lot of these 3-letter and alphabet agencies are forgettable, truly. But obviously all played their part in this pandemic, which has been... How long do we think it's taken to orchestrate this, really? Decade? 2 decades? A century? Maybe it was always written that this should be it. I mean, after all, have you checked 1420, 1520, 1620, 1720, 1820, 1920, 2020? Pandemics killing millions. Overlapping. Obviously, this one won't just be 2020 and started in 2019. However, the common denominator is the 20. So we're in a very unique period, as you all know. I'm not going to patronise people anymore with putting information up that's everywhere now. I mean, we see, you know, New York being shut down. New York is the epicenter. Of course it is. It's the epicenter of bullshit. It's the epicenter of Zionistic control over America's financial capital. So of course they're going to make people, you know, absolutely in fear. They want martial law. They want to take the guns. They want to identify those that may cause them trouble, you know, as any government would. But this kind of draconian measures are going to be implemented in ways, you know, that we won't know in Europe. It'll be different for us in a way because we're not packing heat as much. That word, packing heat. Wouldn't it all be nice to be packing heat at the moment? Just that extra piece of security that an American family, just an average family actually, might have. An older couple or a young single mum or a person on their own, just to know that they've got a small piece of self-defence. And of course we're not allowed that in Europe. Our self-defence laws are very different. So you have to improvise and be clever if you feel under threat. And even then you have to consult the law. But on the subject of law, we're not living under normal, what you'd call a normal rule of law. The rule of law that they've put into place needs to be checked out for people. Check out how it affects your rights personally to defend yourself now in your home under these so-called not martial law, but let's be honest, it is a martial law in no other words. It's not a curfew, it's a martial law. Curfew means you can be out, have to be at home by a certain time. There's no limit to really what you can do during a curfew. You just have to be home inside. Well, martial law means you have to be off the streets apart from vital workers. So this is what we're in. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening again. As I say, I really don't want to, pardon me, patronise people any further with the information that we all have access to on these devices. But I will keep making the odd video when I see things that just, you know, stand out really. I don't really want to ramble on. So cheers, good morning, good afternoon, and good night.